Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Virgo, this is going to be our, and I say our because my rising sign is in Virgo, our Neptune in retrograde reading from June 23rd until November 28th. Now, this is a time to reevaluate our beliefs, spirituality, approach to intuition, the unconscious realm of emotion, memory, and past hurts. It can be a period where we internalize our fears and anxieties by stripping away illusions, dreams, and false realities that have clouded our vision for some time. The destruction of our fantasy world will show us the harsh realities we've sought to avoid, and the more elaborate the illusion or the more extreme your methods of escape, whether that be TV, sex, or addictions to porn, gambling, food, drugs, alcohol, the bigger the shock to our system. Maybe you've kidded yourself about true love, your financial situation, or career prospects. The realization has always been there in your higher self or your pineal gland, and this is represented by Neptune. Neptune energy, every Neptune retrograde coincides with purges and upgrades to the crown chakra. And Neptune retrograde can show us the source of pain from which we've been trying to escape, okay? So in order to support us on this journey, I have amethyst here to really help with the crown chakra opening and supporting. But it's also really important that you're active and that you take time to clear your energy and shield and protect yourself and focus on your spiritual development, okay? So Virgos, let's go ahead and jump into this reading. I'm going to pull a card from the Angelarium deck as an overall energy, and then we'll go ahead and pull some tarot. Just a quick reminder, I do have all of the decks linked below in the description box in the order of appearance if you guys are interested in taking a look. All right, let's jump into this, Virgo. Let's see what messages come out. I am going to read from the book so we don't miss any of these messages here. Whoops, that's it. With Angelarium, that null emptiness. All right. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not. And just give me a second to find it. All right, this is the emanation is a conduit. It radiates no light for itself, holds no shape, and touches nothing. It is perfect and invisible, a space through which nothing and everything passes. In its arms, all 10 of the emanations dance, each of them shining a great light through its void. This emanation has no number, no color, no connection to the other emanations. In that it is unique. Its solitary nature sets it apart from the other emanations in such a significant way that is sometimes considered to not exist at all. To give a name to the emptiness at the center of the tree is vital, and so too is the need to understand the significance of that emptiness. We can find this space in meditation, silence, and sleep. Wow. I thought of the importance of the number 0, right? And the infinite possibility, but nothingness. I also really thought of this as being hermit energy, which is our Virgo energy. And being a conduit, prayer, meditation. All right, let's go ahead. Let's call in spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs, any placement and cross watchers are welcome. Knight of Wands, passion, impulse, travel, movement forward, charisma, spiritual journey, pushing forward. Three of Wands. You're not waiting anymore for something. That's your energy. Some of you are dealing with a Cancer or have Cancer in your charts. Your overall energy, beautiful Virgo. This is the World. The World represents the fixed signs, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. This is about a major upgrade. Again, crown chakra upgrade and purging for my Virgos out there. This is timeline jumping. This is a completion of a cycle for you. This is also figuring out what no longer resonates with you. Doing the work through healing, through meditation, and then moving into a brand new, beautiful cycle, something that you've been working on for a long time. So even if it may seem impossible, or it may have seemed impossible when you first started, you're finishing it up, Virgo. Everything is falling into place. And I love this. I actually really love this the energy of this reading, because my Virgos, you guys are standing strong. The Three of Wands, this is a card of waiting for your ships to come in. This represents fire energy, which you might have in your chart. You might be dealing with a fire sign. You might just be exhibiting these qualities. The Three of Wands is somebody in business. He has created something. So whether it's business, whether it's a relationship, a family, whatever. He's created something and he's managing all of it. And he's in a place, he's at a high point, so he can see all of the opportunities to capitalize on, also his challenges, but he's also waiting for his next shipment to come in. The big one, the big guns, right? And when this card is in reverse, it's telling me that you're not waiting any longer. I feel like you've had your sights set on someone or something, Virgo, for a long time, and you've been doing the work, and you are ready and fully 100% prepared to meet it face on the beach. What I'm getting here with this card in reverse, going back to the Two of Wands, because the Two is when we really start seeing, things come into fruition for us, okay? The Ace of Wands is that spark. The Two is like making decisions and being at a crossroads, but I'm not picking up on that at all with this card. I'm getting that you're putting down these binoculars and you're running down to the beach to meet whatever this is head on, Virgo. Whatever this is, you are ready and prepared and excited about meeting this head on, doing whatever it takes, and not being hesitant, not overthinking this, because this is for you. This is for you. Look at this. We have the Hierophant underneath. Commitment. All right, committed to this, whatever it is for you. Now, in your surroundings, you have the mercurial energy of the Magician, which can be Virgo or Gemini, right? And we do have Mercury in retrograde. But the Magician showing up in the upright, we have this figure 8 above him, talking about your awakening, about your enlightenment, about your spiritual strength, and your ability. You believe in your magic because you see it happening. You finally feel it and know it. And that's why you're not hesitating here to run down to the beach and meet this head on. I think you're going to wade out halfway into the water and get waist deep if you have to help pull this boat in, because you are ready, Virgo. You are ready. What's blocking you is the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands is more fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, so it could be a person. The Eight of Wands is really telling me here, because the Magician is about manifestation and somebody who really believes in their own magic. It doesn't mean anybody's more powerful than the next person. I'm not more powerful than you. You're not more powerful than, X, Y, or Z. But when you believe in your own magic, that's what makes it more real. And some of you guys have been working with law of attraction. The Eight of Wands can be wands of love. So again, this could be trying to call in a soulmate or a twin flame. This could be with your career. It could be your spiritual journey. But the Eight of Wands is communication and it's fast movement. But immediately when I read this card, I saw this card as try not to micromanage the outcome. Okay, so your energy here is you're ready for this, and Spirit is confirming that you are 100% ready. You have reached new heights, Virgo. Okay, and this Neptune in retrograde period is going to represent a major upgrade in your spiritual ascension and growth. But the Eight of Wands is a reminder that, you know, with this Mercury energy and Mercury in retrograde and Venus, which is ruled by, Venus, which is in Gemini, is going to be this push forward, this push towards love, this push toward things that we love. This Eight of Wands energy is telling me that you need to make sure that you're not trying to do too much. Okay, so when I have heavy Gemini and Virgo placements in my chart, and so when in this Gemini energy that we're kind of coming out of, I'm a very calm and relaxed person normally. But with this energy, I have had like 8 million thoughts running through my head. My to-do list is like, you know, a book, right? And I just, you know, and so it's really important that I organize, I really work this out, because Mercury is now retrograding, okay? As I was for a little bit of for the beginning portion of Neptune also being in retrograde. And so with Mercury in retrograde, this card is saying, you know, at the beginning of this reading, this time period, it's really important that you don't try to push too hard, because retrograde periods are not about go, 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 even though Venus has gone direct. So we're going to want to play and we're going to want to go wild, which is fine. But it's really important to take a step back and make sure that you got everything. Okay, make sure you've dotted all your I's and you've crossed all your T's. This is coming. Don't worry. It's yours. It's not going anywhere. Okay, but just hold your horses a little bit, Virgo. What's subconsciously affecting this situation? You have the Two of Swords. This is the moon in Libra. It could represent any air sign or air that you have in your chart. But the Two of Swords is about really needing to, again, pull back. There's something here, Virgo, that you're being taught about patience. And I feel like you don't want to be patient. Like you are so ready for whatever this is. And Spirit's saying, you know, we're just going to give you a little bit more time. The next full moon that we have is in Capricorn and it's an eclipse. So really pay attention to what's going on with you, the decisions, the people, you know, the illusions that are being shattered at this time. Eclipse season is hitting us with so much energy. So, and especially with Mercury in retrograde, Virgo, we don't want to jump ahead and we don't want to do something when the timing isn't right. Okay. So Spirit's affirming here, telling me very loud and clear, there is a need to sort of pull back. You have two aces of swords in your hand. So, you know, it doesn't matter how you do this. Any way, whatever way you choose, whichever direction you go in, you're getting this completion. Now, in your recent past, you have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is information. I think this was sort of a tipping point for you. This is that download that you got. That was the go-ahead. This is, wow, this is really happening. This gave you that self-confidence to move forward. The Page of Swords is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. It really could represent this period when, you know, the Gemini period that we were just in. It can also represent Venus going direct as well in Gemini. All right, and that need, that want to push forward. The Page of Swords is one of the most prepared pages in the deck. The Page of Swords also represents messages and clarity. Okay, but the page is still quite young and doesn't have a lot of experience. So you don't want to get yourself in a situation where you need to be bailed out or you feel like you're in over your head. So that's why you're also asking to just wait a little bit. Just wait a little bit. This is coming. You're ready. Okay, but maybe there are other things that are happening behind the scenes that you can't quite see. So it's going to be in your best interest to just sort of pull back. Now, what's coming in from above, you get the Cancer energy of the Chariot, which is success. This is movement forward. This is what you want to do. You want to go forward, guns a-blazing. And the Chariot card is telling me that you have not only the confidence, but you have the ability to be really successful. Some of you might be, this might be regarding a Cancer person in your life, or you have Cancer in your chart. But remember that free will, okay, that we all have free will, but our will and our drive to do something is what makes this happen. But also the charioteer is a master strategist. And if we think about Cancer and we think about crabs, they often don't go directly towards something. They go back and forth. They go side to side. They can live in water, in the watery depths of emotions, and then also on land, that earthy grounded bit. So it's really important that you're finding this balance, Virgo. But crabs also, although it may seem like they're not going in a particular direction, they do. Their strategy is what they use for survival. Okay? So it's really important that you're a master strategist. Charioteers in ancient Rome and just in history, they could never go to battle straight on, right? The horses would hit, it would be a disaster, everybody would die. They had to find a way to come up against the other charioteer, and so they could fight side by side. And so Spirit's asking you to be creative and also don't jump the gun on this. What's beautiful is you have the King of Swords coming out. What I love is this evolution here. I love this evolution of the page turns into the king, and I feel like this is your energy. You're doing it. This is you, Virgo. This is you. This is us. This is the page starting out on a journey, something that began long ago, maybe even our whole lifetime, and finally stepping into our power. The King of Swords is somebody who's authentic and true and just, intelligent, logical. He's a generous ruler, but he really, really stands in his truth. He speaks his truth. He is justice. This is your karmic justice being served. This is all of your hard work, your spiritual work, emptying yourself, breaking through the illusions, stripping yourself down, waiting when necessary, having this beautiful strategy to become and to live the life that you want to, Virgo. Oh, wow. And the page becomes king. That's beautiful, Virgo. Beautiful. All right, let's see what additional messages we've got for Virgo. You get vertigo. Look at that. Whatever you choose will be correct. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. This is just echoing what I was saying to you about the Two of Swords. You're fine. You're going to be just fine. You have everything you need. So don't worry that if you feel like an opportunity is missed. It's not. Whatever you choose to do, you're going to handle it with ease and with grace. And people are going to look up to you. And then you get translucence. This has come out a lot. Translucence, this is Love the Darkness, number 33. Is our master teacher number. This card echoes the Fool in the regular tarot. Ooh, look at that. Free yourself, Virgo. Just soak that in for a sec. Free yourself. I love that. But the translucence, Love the Darkness, this is about you having been in 3D too long, on the surface. And this is this woman, she's stripped down, she's virtually naked, okay? And she has surrendered herself and her ego to Spirit. And she's about to plunge into the darkness, into this newness, into this brand new journey. And that journey is to find balance. Okay, so that's awesome. I feel like some of you might wear like this type of key, or you might have a necklace that looks like that. But I also love this because, you know, all of these keys are in the background. It's like there's a graveyard of keys. And this key, look, is facing down. This is you. This is this understanding. This is the clarity that you're coming into on this journey, understanding the darkness, and also doing what's right for you, not what's right for everybody else. And coming into this, like this major crown chakra upgrade, an upgrade to your abilities, Virgo, that's going to set you apart, All right, and then you get Pride. Okay, so in this card with Pride, it's also asking you to take a look at your sacrifices. And look at that. I thought she was wearing a key on her necklace. I was like, whoa, that's so cool. The Pride card, you know, I always pick up on her wearing the crown of thorns. And this is also that balance that's speaking to this. You know, you've been in the material for too long. Now it's time to plunge into the darkness, okay? This is number 7. 7 is indicative of our spiritual journey. You know, and also there's a little bit of a warning here too, saying that, you know, this can, like, if we have too much pride, because you guys are coming into something, into your power, Page becomes the king. All right. And I'm going to say we, but if we stand too much in pride, this is something that can temporarily make us feel more powerful and superior to others. And remember what I was saying, I'm not more powerful than you are. You're not more powerful than the person next to you. And definitely, this is a great time for me to remind you not to give too much power to the readers, okay? To tarot readers, and especially if you're watching a lot of different ones, remember that you in your own right are sovereign light beings. Okay, and you have the power to change your life and your circumstances at will. All right. But by holding on to shadow pride, what we're basically doing is stopping ourselves from progressing mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And I think this is something that you're letting go of too. Okay. So, you know, it's the importance of humility, and also taking other people's advice. But I really, again, I want you to pay attention. I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like some of you need to stop taking other people's advice, okay? That you need to start trusting yourselves more. I mean, I get that you're healthy in this, okay? So I think it's going to be two types of Virgos out there who are listening. And you'll know who you are. Like, are you looking for too many signs and synchronicities, listening to too many tarot readings? And if so, then this angel, you know, that is here to help us, right? And to help us work through that and find that inner peace and that inner wisdom to make these decisions and rely less on others. For others of my Virgos, you're coming into this major, major upgrade and you're feeling really good. But Spirit's saying, okay, remember humility, the importance of humility. Okay, so two little storylines going on here. And then you have Phoenix rising, number 32. Wow. Yeah, you guys, this is a total rebirth. Total rebirth. And this is that world card. I mean, she's also rising. She's completing a cycle. This is the Page becoming the king. This is someone that maybe you had given up on this relationship, on this journey, whatever this is, this job. And this is your total rebirth. I mean, that's beautiful, Virgo. Beautiful. And I think if you look back at your journey, you're going to see that all of this is true. And look, I just can't get over all of these keys are facing upright, but not you, Virgo, not you. And you're doing the shadow work. You're willing to go where other people aren't willing to go. And that's a huge, huge advantage. All right, look at that beacon. There's your little Virgo lantern, the little hermit's lantern. Light at the end of the tunnel for those of you who are worried. Cannon. Boom, making an impact, Virgo. And Castle, 32. So you get 32 coming out twice. You might very well, you also have 7 coming out twice. So 77, 5, or 32 is going to be an important number for you guys. Or maybe numbers that you've already been seeing with some frequency. So the beacon card, this is interesting. Because this is about you having lots of different options. And remember, we went over that, okay? Whatever you choose will be correct. So don't get in that over-analysis. I don't know which one to choose. Spirit's saying don't think about that too much. Don't get caught up in that small-minded, small movements. There's some important choices that need to be made, but again, whatever you choose will be correct. Look before you leap. Safe passage, and there's an illuminated pathway. You're going to be safe no matter what. So those of you who are hesitant about being stripped down, about taking that journey that Persephone takes, right, to the underworld, finding that balance, doing that shadow work, Spirit's saying we've got your back. You're going to be just fine. Your whole team of celestial angels and spirit guides and, you know, ancestors are really backing you up here, Virgo. All right. And the canon, this is about structure. This is about being in charge. It's about being a leader, and it's an army of support around you. Okay. Again, this battle metaphor that keeps coming through with the Chariot card about strategy. You are stepping up, Virgo. You are the page. You become the king. Okay. This is a very powerful, potent, important time for my Virgos who are listening to this reading. I mean, you guys, this is some serious stuff. And then you get the Castle, which is a beautiful, amazing omen. It's about your career. It's about good fortune. It's about promotion. Page becoming the king, right? Reputation, power and success, high regard, climbing the steps to success, large building, public places. Remember also we have the Hierophant card out. So for some of you guys, you might be in politics is what I'm picking up on. But for some of you, this is about your career, but it's just, for most of you, it's your spiritual journey, and you are just kicking ass and taking names, Virgo. And I am so proud of you, and I'm so proud of all the work that you've done quietly. You know, my Virgos, we're not like spotlight type people. Obviously it depends on what other signs you have in your chart, but my Virgos, we kind of get the job done quietly and sometimes go underappreciated. But this is recognition. People are going to turn around and be like, whoa, what happened to Virgo? Where'd you come from? Running the country, running the business, you know, stepping up, bossing up, Virgo. All right, and then we've got Audace. I love it, being bold. She who resists, fearless, justified, and resistant. Yeah, that's your energy. You guys, it's so funny. You are boldly going where no man has ever gone before. Where it's not where no man has ever gone before, but you're definitely, you know, you are ready and willing to face whatever this is. A relationship, a job, new responsibilities, your spiritual journey, doing the shadow work, something that you've been carrying around, breaking down and stripping down the illusions that have been holding you back, working through issues of pride. And this is your rebirth. Okay, this is your rebirth, and you're fearless, Virgo. I love it. I absolutely love it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. But most of all, I want to thank you for all your love and support, and I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.